Hi, Bruce. Thanks for being with me today to talk about Phin and Secur-Serv and how our partnership is working together. I first of all wanted to say happy 1 year anniversary with Phin.
Thank
Y'all
you.
came on February of 2025. So, and since then, you've brought on over 50 clients. Your enrollment and usage has been really great. One of the first things I want to talk about is, since you've been with Finn for 12 months, what led your company to looking for a new security awareness training provider?
Well, we were looking for something that was a little more customizable than our previous provider had as well. And we ran into some challenges actually with the language model on some of the other, with our other provider. They weren't able to always deliver it in the language that we wanted to our end users and be able to, kind of make that as a English first was a challenge for them. So we made sure that we were able to do that with Fin. Plus, it was the integration and the ease of onboarding the customers was another thing we were looking for that seemed to be somewhat hobbled us with our other providers. So those are some key factors to looking at a different provider for that.
What are your thoughts on the content that we have that is presented to your customers?
We like it because there is a little bit of a customization in there, but it is real world information as well. What the current security threats are, what are current challenges that the customer may see coming across to them, and giving them prime examples of it. And the other large piece that we liked about it is the testing afterwards. So it was not only that knowledge transfer to those individuals, but then testing to make sure they absorbed what exactly took place from that training as well. So it was sticking to them rather than potentially having them just click through boxes and moving on without spot checking that.
Were there other vendors that you did evaluate against us? Like, were we in the running with some of the other providers?
Absolutely. Yep. We looked
And
at
that
some other ones as well. Yeah.
that
Yep.
customization piece is the key.
Yeah. The customization piece and really the ease of onboarding as well was one of the things that was nice for us anyhow.
How difficult, when you get a new tool, there's a learning curve. How difficult was it to enroll your first customer, onboard them, get them going? Like, what did that look like?
Well, our implementation team kind of deals with that on a day-to-day basis. I don't personally, but they did make the comment that with the first time, I mean, we were able to ride sidecar, so to speak, with one of your engineers to kind of walk us through that process, and it was very helpful to them, uh, explaining and seeing all the steps, and documentation was fine. We uploaded it into our IT glue, which is a repository for information on how to do things, but actually having somebody walk it through there. I mean, some people are more visual learners and things like that. That does help a couple of our engineers to do that, and then we were able to disseminate that information throughout the team from there. So we could, trained up some of our people as subject matter experts, so to speak, and that made it easier to help disseminate that information.
Yeah, I think being able to put that in your standard operating procedures
Yeah,
is a sign definitely of a more mature MSP, and one that can probably take on new customers quicker, with a lot more ease because the process is known and documented.
right. And we try to template those things as well because while the product is somewhat customizable and we can do that, we do like to understand because if somebody calls in and has a concern or something to our help desk, since we are a 24/7, 365 shop, that way they can look back and see, well, how was this customer set up, and if there's notes in there around that customer's profile that it had been something different than what our normal templated process is, then we can address it from there as well.
Do all of your customers automatically get enrolled into Fin, or is it like an add-on product? How do you
When
position Fin?
Yeah, we position it as a must-have with our customers. I mean, the security awareness training. Now we've had some acquisitions that we've companies that we've purchased in the last 2 years. So not all of them had been in that same category that it was a mandatory thing. But as we move them over to our Secur-Serv paper and our processes, things like that, we do try and make that a part of that process as well because it is vital to that organization. Obviously, is that you can well know and attest to, and it's, what we present to our customers. While your employees obviously are your most valuable asset, they can also be your weakest link. Also, so to try and educate them and keep them out of harm's way is paramount part of that overall overall security posture.
How do you find the end user engagement?
Uh, it varies. If you're talking to the director of IT or the CIO or somebody like that, and they're like, "Yes, we've got to do it. Yes, we've got to do it." But then you get other people like, "Yeah, it was no big deal doing it." But then you get other folks that will hear the rumors and the feedback from that. Oh, another security awareness training or other training that's really not real world, or this doesn't pertain to me because I'm never going to click on that, and ultimately that ends up being the most person that may cause the greatest risk because of that. But overall, I think the education from a security awareness piece has really kind of turned, so to speak, that people they still know that they need it, and they when people disseminate that through their organization, that it's a vital piece of our overall security architecture. So we need to be on top of it and need to do that in a regular cadence. It can't be a one and done thing because the world changes too fast.
Do you take advantage of automated reporting that is
Absolutely. Yep.
sent out to key stakeholders?
Yep, we do. And we actually have a portal that we utilize for customers can go in and pull that reporting whenever they want to as well. So if they need it for on demand, if they need it for compliance purposes, or they need it for various board reports or things like that, it's at their fingertips. Or we're more than welcome uh, or more than willing to help those individuals gather that data too, if it's not in the form or fashion that they need.
Do you have any co-managed clients that actually have uh, admin roles within their tenant?
Yeah, very few. No, I mean we not really. It's something more that we take care of for the customer in this particular product, anyhow. Yeah.
What do you think some of the benefits have been switching to Fin for your MSP itself? If we look at the partner level,
Well, we've enjoyed the portal where we can pull down some additional marketing materials and educational pieces in there, and actually on our website, if you look at um, security awareness training, you'll see that we've utilized some of the Fin marketing materials there that says exactly how it's delivered and what the value is and examples of what that may be for those customers. So we've enjoyed that. But the other piece of it is just the up-to-date content, and we've felt very confident that it's delivering relative content to our end users and giving them what they need and the awareness that they need in the world today as it is.
yeah, I was going to say I did pull down the last 6 months of phishing data, and it says that your click rate among your users has decreased by 4% over
Yeah.
the last 6 months. So
It,
seeing that training is actually making a difference and probably getting people just to pause before they click
yeah,
on something.
yeah, we're trending in the right direction. It's not where we want to be yet, but it's always work in progress, right?
I think all of technology is a work
Yes.
in progress. Actually, I think I'm a work in progress.
It's how the world is today.
Is there anything that you wish was different about Finn?
I'd have to dig into more of the reporting or more of the implementation piece. I'm not that well versed in there. I'm sure there's some tweaks from our more smarter people, from the technical side, what they wanted, whether that's an AP or something else or some other widget tree that I haven't thought of. So nothing I have off the top of my head.
Are you familiar at all with Finbox IQ, our new email triaging tool?
A little bit, not intimately.
Any comments from your team about any benefits they've seen in using that tool to help them triage reported phishes?
I know that we're looking at. So we have a team that does, our security team. So if there happens to be breaches, or happens to be other events that have taken place, or potential threats that they need to dig into, I know that they've looked at those reports and have seen the benefit and what's been uncovered on some of those, and caught some of that in advance. I'm not sure exactly uh, what they have all discovered, because obviously that's client privilege information, but I know that they've been digging into some of that and becoming more aware of where they can utilize that information.
Yeah, I think one of the things with the Fin triaging tool is that the technicians can see the entire digital footprint of that reported email. So they'll see all the headers and the URLs and everything in one place. So hopefully that's saving them some time so that they can spend their time doing things other than
Right.
triaging reported
Exactly.
pitches.
Exactly. Yes.
Um, do you have any other comments about Phin, about how to get users more engaged? Anything else that you'd like to share?
I don't. I mean, I think the key really is that, making it easy for the end user, making it somewhat fun, somewhat engaging. Um, the variety of how the content's being delivered is always key to that end user as well. So those are some things that we've heard feedback on the customers are enjoying.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that we've heard is like when you think you have to take compliance training, you're like, oh, great, my full day of annual
Yeah.
training. And I think getting small little bits or little nuggets of knowledge, if you will, in a 5-minute video versus, a 2-hour training where they're going to zone out anyway.
Absolutely. Right. Yep.
Um,
Ben.
do you take our training internally?
Uh, we have not changed internally yet.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Yeah.
say you do have a free account with us.
Yep.
So you don't pay for your internal licenses. So I always say it's really good to eat your own tacos. So
Well, and that is on the roadmap for this year. If we did it last year, because there were just a lot of other, like I say, with some of the acquisitions and other things we had. I'm not saying that it isn't paramount, but it's something that's a work in progress. We'll put it that way.
any final thoughts? And we spell final with a PH.
Right. No, I don't have any. But the team has been responsive thus far, so it's been a pleasure to work with, and we hope to continue to grow on the partnership.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today, Bruce.
Thank you, Mary.